Good morning, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL, uh, coming live from my truck, my personal vehicle. Um, just coming on here to react to this article um, about a company called TIA, and well, it's actually an association. You know that they warned the Congress of rampant fraud in trucking, and we kind of all know that fraud has definitely been going on in the trucking industry. You could just go back looking to when the pandemic hit. You had a lot of companies out here, pretending to be, full-fledged trucking companies and brokerage firms and carriers, and basically, holding freight hostage and not doing what they were supposed to do. But you know, it happened, and like I say, I'm sure it happened before the pandemic, and it's clearly happening, after the pandemic. But let's go ahead and react to the article. Um, Brought to you by Freightwave. So I'll make sure that I'll attach the article in the description. And make sure that you all, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, the support is definitely appreciated. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I would definitely appreciate it. FMCSA failing to enforce laws against bad actors, causing an $800 million challenge for the industry, the group warns. Rampant fraud in trucking has become an $800 million problem, and the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration is not addressing the problem, according to the lobby representing 3PLs and brokerage firms. There's a surge of malicious actors engaging in illegal activity, registering with FMCSA as carriers, and perpetrating fraud, theft, and holding freight hostage in situations without any legal consequences, said Jeffrey Tucker, testifying on behalf of the Transportation Intermediaries Association at a hearing before the U.S. House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee on Wednesday. While this is obviously an economic problem, hurting consumers and businesses alike, it also raises safety and security concerns. Unfortunately, FMCSA is failing to enforce the law or investigate the tens of thousands of fraud complaints lodged with it. So TIA is blaming FMCSA. So this is clearly a TIA versus FMCSA thing. We'll see how this all plays out. But let's continue to read. Asked during the hearing the types of fraud he sees being committed, Tucker, who is also CEO of Tucker Company Worldwide, a New Jersey-based freight brokerage, said the problem is criminals masquerading as brokers as well as trucking companies. It shouldn't be seen as either carrier fraud or broker fraud. These are just criminals. I agree, Tucker said. He pointed to similar cases of fraud involving dispatch services that are often based in another country, but are not required by FMCSA to obtain a license or registration, as is the case with U.S.-based services. Mm. So FMCSA is requiring, these dispatch services to get any type of licensor, like, period. No license or registration, whether in another country or even U.S. Um, I Why would you be doing dispatcher services with somebody who's not in the U.S.? I don't know. Y'all comment, let me know um, how that works. Yeah, that's just sound crazy right there. FMCSA must stop dabbling in non-safety commercial considerations, like what dollar amount a performance bond should be, or what commercial terms are included inside a private contract between two parties. Until there are effective measures to address and enforce solutions for this issue, the continued dysfunctionality of the supply chain and its adverse impact on the broader economy will persist. And it continues. I'm gonna go to where he's talking about driver shortage. In addition to freight fraud, Tucker addressed the contention made by sectors within the trucking industry as well as within the Biden administration that there is a driver shortage. There is no driver shortage, nor has there been one, Tucker testified. That is a false narrative that may lead to unintended consolidation in the industry and to weakening America's supply chain. A more than doubling of American carriers and an increase of 1 million drivers has occurred over the last 10 years. We must have a more nuanced conversation about this. U.S. Republican Mike Bost, Republican out of Illinois, a former trucking company owner, challenged Tucker. And he said, if you're out there dealing with it every day, there is a driver shortage, Bost said, adding that the increasing legalization of marijuana among individual states is exacerbating the problem. You may have a lot of people who may be good drivers, but they prefer to smoke dope on the weekend and they can't get clean by Monday. It's not like having a beer on Sunday during the football game. So yeah, like I said about the substance, just because your state may say that marijuana is legal, FMCSA is still saying it's illegal. Uh, you just can't do it. Yeah, so make sure you follow FMCSA's law. Like, say, yeah, you still can't smoke marijuana. But that goes back to, this whole article is interesting. So it goes back to, a lot of the a lot of people have been coming up with trucking courses, where they be dispatching on how to start your own company. And I mean, there's so many companies, that are out there, some good, some fraudulent, some teaching you fraudulent practices that you don't understand it, and you may not understand it until, it's too late. But fraud is definitely going on in this industry. Fraud is going on everywhere. But what's being done to hold these people accountable? Just shutting down their LLC, they can create a whole nother LLC. Like, what happens when you put a face to the name? Are they paying a fine? Are they getting some jail time? What's happening? Like, what's really happening? When stuff like this occurs. But I would like to know you all's reaction. Like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this article. Like I said, it's just my reaction to it. But I would love to hear your reaction as well. Well, until next time, y'all take care.